Hey everyone, welcome back to Keto Live Questions and Answers. Now we're just gonna wait for people to come in. Let me set this back. Hope that my reception is better this time. So, right now I'm talking to nobody. Glad to be here again. Hello. How is everyone doing? So good to see everyone. So far we've got a couple watchers. Who's with me right now? Hope all of you are doing well. I am back with my Keto Live questions and answers, and just to hear the progress for the people that are doing keto. Excited to hear your progress from last week. Hope my reception is better this time. Hello, Sherry. How are you? I'm gonna put my glasses on here so I can see the questions and people coming in. A little easier to see. How you doing, sweetheart? How's the reception this time? Am I coming through okay or am I cutting out? Oh, good. I'm glad it's doing better. There's my little Poochie. She wants to say hi. I'm doing good, Sherry. I'm glad you're doing well, too. Here's my little Minners. I made this dress for her. And then I took the material and gave it to my aunt, and she made the bow to match. My little prissy dog here, my little diva dog. Say hi to everyone, Minnie. This is Minnie. Yeah, I'm doing well. Went in a couple days ago to have some blood work done again. I like to have that done about every 6 to 8 months. And all my blood work came back good again. 2.5 years in keto, everything doing great. Hey, Pam, how you doing, sweetheart? How's all my keto friends doing? Everybody doing well on the keto? Could be better, huh? What's going on, sweetie? Hey, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah. Don't have it as high this time. I normally have my I dream of Genie ponytail. Hey, Ruby. How are you, sweetheart? Or Rudy? Oh, it is Ruby. How you doing? Any weight loss, honey pie? Yeah. Yeah, it's longer when it's down. When I have it up higher, it doesn't look as long. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Pam. You'll be in my prayers, honey. My Mother's Day was really great. Thank you. How was yours? Hey, Cynthia. I didn't get to do much. My son ended up working that day. He forgot it was Mother's Day. He apologized and said, I'm sorry, but he ended up having to work. But most of the time he works on Sundays anyways. So he took me out on Tuesday, and I got a video for you guys coming on Sunday. You get to see. It's just a little quick outing. I couldn't get all of it because my phone was going dead. So it's just at the end, but wait till you see what he bought me for Mother's Day. It's unbelievable. We went out to lunch. We went to Acapulco's. I stayed keto. And I think I just saw Ruby, no cheats. Awesome girl. No cheats for me either. Sherry, you're down 22.5 pounds since March. Way to go. Awesome. I love to hear that. But yes, my Mother's Day was great. I actually did a mukbang for you guys. You always get my videos late. Tomorrow you'll see the outfit I wore for Mother's Day for my outfit of the day. And then Mother's Day, I did not cheat. My husband and I barbecued. And I made a side for you guys to see that I'll be putting up soon. You'll get it later, but I did not cheat either. And then when me and my son went out, I didn't cheat that day either. So Yeah, it's just a quick little one. It would have been more. I was going to film, um, in the place that we went to eat and all that, but my phone didn't have enough charge on it, and I didn't realize that. So, but I did get at the end where we live, just outside of our home there, I did get a little quick little video of us talking and the gift that he bought me. And we did a little dance for you guys, and then I got some photos. I had a really nice day with him. He spoiled me rotten, let me tell you. Wait till you guys see what he bought me. It's amazing. I tried to talk him out of it a million times. I said, no way are you buying that for me? But he wouldn't take no for an answer. He tricked me. You'll see when you see the video, though. So anybody else in here lose some weight since last week? Or what have you lost since you started your keto journey? I was telling people who, I don't know if you were in when I said it, I just had some blood work done from 6 months ago. I'm 2.5 years in keto. All my blood work is amazing still. Just so you guys know that keto is amazing. My blood work is really, really good. So all my numbers came back great again. So what everybody do today? I had a friend come over from church where I go to my church, and I did a pedicure on her, and then just did some house cleaning and got ready for my live. Just had dinner. I just kind of threw some stuff together. I took some ground turkey and some cauliflower mash, some green beans, and some cream cheese. And I mixed it all together, and it was pretty good. I put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, just a quick, easy dinner, not too heavy in fat, except for that little bit of 2 ounces of cream cheese, which I would have only had an ounce of it because I split it between me and my husband. So when he gets home, that'll be his dinner too. And I did the ground turkey to keep it lower fat, and it was the organic ground turkey. So it was it was a good dinner. It was just kind of an interesting concoction I put together. Awesome job, Cynthia. Aren't those Quest chips good? What's your favorite flavor? Mine is the barbecue, and I even like the plain ones. Salt and vinegar are pretty good, but I don't really care for the cheddar sour cream one. I like the sour cream and onion, but not the cheddar one. 30 pounds, Jennifer. Congratulations. Yeah, isn't that beef and broccoli great? I love sharing meals of things that we can't go to, like restaurants we cannot go to, which would be like Chinese. We cannot, there really isn't anything you can eat Chinese. Maybe they're chicken wings if it didn't have anything on it. But there really isn't anything we can eat keto style Chinese, and that's one of my favorite foods. So that's why I'm trying to come up. Today I loaded one, it was a pork egg roll in a bowl. It's everything in an egg roll. It's unbelievable. Just take away the shell off of it, and it was only 6.5 carbs, and it even had a sweet and sour sauce that I made keto style. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. You'll love it. It was absolutely delicious. Oh, they have a ranch now too, Cynthia? I'll have to try that one. Yeah, barbecue is my favorite too. But I didn't know they had a ranch. Yum. I'll have to try to find them. I'll have to see if they're any good. Awesome. Yeah, my favorite is the barbecue. That's the one I always go to. Then the second one I would go to if they were out of the barbecue would probably be between the plain or the sour cream and onion. But they just work so good for so many things. I mean, you could do it with your egg salad. You could do it with tuna, chicken. They're great to put down to make a taco salad. Let's see here. Really anything. You can make chips and cheese out of it. One day I took all of them and put them on a tray, put some shredded cheese on it, mozzarella cheese, and melted it in the microwave. That was really good. So, and I like to go for mozzarella cheese because it is lower fat. Even though it doesn't hurt me to have a little bit more fat, just because I'm pretty much at my goal, so I can have a little bit more fat, but I still try to keep it low because I still do have some body fat. I could afford to lose probably another 10 pounds, but at 42 years old, 135 pounds, I think I'm doing pretty good. So, and I only wear between a 4 and a 6. I think that's good at my age. Maybe if I was a lot younger, I'd probably want to get even skinnier, but my doctor said that I'm a really good weight right now. And my BMI is a 23. 24 is the high end, 22 is the low end. I'm right in the middle. So I'm going to just stay where I am. I'm happy there, but it doesn't hurt me to keep some of my meals low too. You'll know if you're not getting enough fat once you get lower in weight. If you don't have a lot of fat in your body, you'll know because you'll start to feel weak and fatigued, because obviously the fat is your energy source. If you don't have fat in your body, you got to get it through fat then, because we're not eating carbs as our energy source. But you'll know. My original goal was 160. Never did I dream I could ever get to 135. I've never heard of lazy cheat, or lazy keto. I've never heard of that. But yeah, it is important to track, because if you were tracking and then you don't track, then you're basically just going to probably stay the same and you won't lose. It is important to track. When I did it for the first year, I tracked everything for 365 days. I tracked every single day. And that's why every week I saw a loss. Every week I did. But if your body's used to something and then you stop it, that's what happens. It just stays, stalling. Maybe the following week, had you kept, the lazy keto, you probably would have lost that, like this week coming up. Yeah, I'm really, like I said, I've been doing it for so long that for me, it's fun to come up and make these meals for you guys and show you how you can keep a meal at 6 carbs. And, the most I go to is 7. That's the absolute most, and that's still okay. But yeah, keeping it at 20 is hard to do when you're first starting. But once you get going, you learn how to eat. And basically, your carbs are coming from your veggies. That's basically what you want to do, is get it from your veggies. It's the best way to get the carb. Oh, that's what it means. Okay, Ruby. Yeah, I just never had heard that expression. But yeah, I tracked. I always did. I don't track now. I'll be honest. I don't track now. I track my carb, though. That is one thing that I don't ever not track, is the carb. Because if you go over a little bit, you can gain weight. And I don't want to gain any weight. I'm just maintaining weight. Of course, people are going to go up. You're going to fluctuate, especially women during our monthly cycle and stuff. You're going to fluctuate, a pound or two here and there, a few pounds or whatever. But I don't want to gain any weight. So I do keep the carb in check. In fact, it's been a while for me, about 6 months since I actually peed on one of those keto sticks. And I peed on it today, to make sure that I was still in keto. And I still am. That's awesome to be able to track on those sticks. I just haven't done it for so long, but I always watch my carb. But yeah, I don't really track my food now. I'm eating about 15 to 1800 calories now, but I don't really track it. I just track my carb. Yeah, honey, you have to. You have to track everything that goes in your mouth. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you, sweetheart. You really do. It's so important. I know people just think, well, I'm just going to do it this way and I'm not going to track. And it's like, you really do have to track. That's why my friend Monica, instead of tracking, I kept track of her macros for her. We went over each meal that she ate. It is very, very important to keep, to watch that, because it's so easy to just maintain. It doesn't mean you're going to gain if you go over your macros, but you're going to basically stay the same. And if you want to lose, like I told you in that, I think it was the video before, one of my videos, I said, the biggest goal for you in keto is to get to your goal weight as fast as possible. So honey, track, track, track. I know sometimes life gets busy and it's hard, but it's important to track if you want to lose. I mean, if you don't care one week, if you maintain weight, then don't worry about tracking, but you got to track everything that goes in your mouth, everything. That's how I lost 150 pounds in a year and a half. Yeah, you do have to watch the carb. Anything over 20 is going to knock you out less. Yeah, it's just important, honey. It's not like I did anything wrong. I mean, things come up. Our lives get busy and stuff like that. But it is important to track. Like I said, nobody could believe me, except for my brother or people that were on that MyFitnessPal. My brother's like, you track every single day. You did for 365 days. And then the thing started over for me. I was kind of mad. I wanted to see how many days I could go tracking, and then it started over for me. But that's okay. I mean, I went to a certain point till I got to my goal weight, and then I really wasn't tracking except for my carb. I always just calculated that in my head. And I do net carb, and net carb is where you deduct fiber off of your veggies, and that will give you a different number. So if a carb is like 4 and it's got 2 fiber, now your carb is only 2. That's a net carb, if you guys understand that. Ruby, I just wanted it so bad. I had been overweight for so long. I was embarrassed to go into places to eat. I couldn't fit in booths. I was tired of people staring at me. I was tired of being in stores. 2 stores were the only 2 stores I could shop at for clothes. It was embarrassing to me. Of course, my husband loved me the way I was, but I didn't feel good. I was watching my 17-year-old son at the time losing weight, and I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. He wasn't cheating himself. I thought, if a boy 17 can do this, I can. And I wanted it so bad. You gotta want it. It is truly something you gotta want. And like they say, diets, 99% of people fail because you have to be motivated. You have to want this. You have to go in saying, don't focus on a cheat day. Don't think about a cheat day. Just think, I want to get to my goal weight. You have to really want it, you know, and I was so motivated. I've done so many diets in my life, but keto was the only one. I think it was the only one that I was actually motivated. It was that time in my life I was that motivated for it. And I have a heart condition. I was 40 years old at the time. I'm 42 now. And I said, that's it. I'm changing my life for the better. That's great, Kimberly. You will feel better staying away from sugar. Sugar is just really bad, and bread and any kind of carby stuff. Yeah, it's important to stop, yep, snacking all day long. I only do one treat or snack a day if I feel like having it or whatever, and that's it. Usually it's celery or cucumbers or that Jello salad or whatever. But yeah, with the nuts on it. But yeah, you don't want to do a lot of snacking like that because it's hard. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that Mio stuff too. Yeah, that's good advice, Jennifer. People just gotta understand, you gotta want it really bad. Like Monica, 8 months in, this woman is 8 months in, she's almost lost 100 pounds because she's so motivated. And I was the same way. I wanted it more than I wanted to eat. And the old saying is, like people say, you know, eat to live, not live to eat. You have to tell yourself, I'm eating just to survive. It doesn't matter. I just, eat your meals and then get your mind focused on something else. Tell yourself you cheated for how many years? You ate bad for how many years? Now it's time to get your life healthy and focus on what means more to you in life. Who means more? Your family, your children, all of that, or food, and food can really tear somebody down. So you really got to want it. And that's why 99% of people fail. Thank you, Ruby. It's really easy to prepare. Thank you, Jennifer. Very sweet of you. And I'm so glad to inspire people. The sugar-free Jello, Ruby, all you do, it's so simple. It's just equal parts of water to your box. So you're gonna boil for each box, you're gonna boil 1 cup of water. You're gonna pour it into a bowl after it's boiled. Put your box of Jello in, mix your Jello, and then pour in 1 cold cup of water. Mix that good and then put it in your fridge. So for every box, that's what you're gonna do. So if you do 2 boxes, it's 2 boiling water, 2 cold water, and so on and so on. And it'll take hours, about 4 to 6 hours to get hard. But that's usually what I did, was like 3 or 4 boxes, and then I'd have Jello for days and days. So, and Jello is the best one to turn to because it's basically water. Sugar-free Jello is like water. So, I mean, you can really get full on that. That's why hospitals, when you go in and they'll put you on a liquid diet, they put you on Jello. That's what they do. It's basically just a liquid. It's just water. So fill up on that. If you're hungry, eat, a nice big bowl of it. There's no fat, no carb, a little bit of calories. It's like 2 to 5 calories. It's like nothing for a cup of it. So fill up on that. If you're really hungry, fill up on that and you will get full. Or drink down a big glass of water, and then your tummy gets full and then you don't think about eating. Another good one is chew gum. And the sugar-free gum that you can chew is that Dentine, I think the Dentine. I think that's the one that's in that container. And that's the good one on keto. So chew gum, brush your teeth so you don't feel like eating. Just, do stuff like that. Get your mind on other things. Focus on other things than eating. Yes, sugar-free gum is okay, but the one that we do is the dental. I could, I can't see it in my head right now, but it's the container, the round container that comes with like 50 pieces in it, and it's like dentine or dental or whatever. It's like a green and a blue one and a red one. That's the one that you can have. That's got the right sugar in it. Yeah, but we don't really do that one. I mean, you can chew that gum, but they say to do the other one, the one that is keto approved, is that one. I want to say it's dentine or I just can't remember. It's in the green container and the blue container. They're like a container about this big, and it's got, you pop the cap and you pour them out. They're little squares. Those ones are okay. But yeah, you can do X-ray. You can do the other one. It's just, they're not really keto approved. It's not going to stall you or take you out of things. It's just, it's not the right sugar for us to eat. So, or to chew. So get the one that's in that container. And I want to say it's dentine. It starts with the D. I'm sorry. I wish I had one in front of you. I just don't chew a lot of gum now, but yeah, extra is okay. I mean, anything sugar-free. Yeah, so if you want to do the keto gum, you want to get that one. That's the right one to do because it has the right sugar in it. No, you can't eat yogurt. No yogurt on the keto diet. No milk. You want to do unsweetened vanilla almond milk for your milk, and no yogurt. Can't have yogurt because it's too full of sugar. Even if you get the one that is even like low in that, like a plain one, the Greek one, it's still got like 8 carbs for a half a cup. So who's going to eat 8 carbs in one sitting for just a half a cup of yogurt? Yes, cottage cheese is okay. For, I think, a 4th cup or a half a cup, it's 3 carbs. So yeah, cottage cheese is okay. You can have cottage cheese. Just make sure you look at the serving size of it because it's like 3 carbs. So go by just the serving size. Unless you're only eating cottage cheese and you want to keep it at 6 carbs. Yeah, everybody does. When you first start, honey, the first week is the hardest. That's all you're going to think about is food, Sherry. It is. It's very hard. I mean, you're trying to transition your body over. I mean, in the very first week, I was getting like nauseous and headaches and everything, but I just kept going. I wanted it so bad, and I just kept doing what my brother told me to do to make sure I get the salt in, and then I'm going to pee a lot, and I'm just, all of these things, and I just kept doing it. And yeah, I thought about those things, but I don't anymore. Nothing phases me. You can put my most favorite food in front of me and I will not touch it. My husband will come in eating like something that I used to eat and I love, and he'll say, you just want a tiny bite? No, a tiny bite's not going to do anything to me. I will not gain any weight. I will not go out of keto. I won't do it because I don't want it. I've got that mindset now. You need to get that mindset like I taught you in that video. Your heart and your mind need to be in sync for this to work. Can't have yogurt, Kimberly. No yogurts are okay on keto. Yeah, see, Ruby just said it's 3 carbs. What is it, Ruby, for a 4th cup or a half cup? I can't remember. I haven't had cottage cheese in so long. No, yogurt, honey, I know. Guess what? You can't even have fruits on this diet. You can't have apples, oranges, bananas, watermelon, all that. You can't have any of that because it's too high in sugar. 1 apple is 30 grams of carb. Now, yes, they're fine. They're good for you, but they're not keto. I'm saying if you want to do keto, you're going to stay away from them because they're a natural sugar, but they're 30 grams of carb. We only eat berries. That's all we eat because 1 large strawberry is 1 carb. So we only do berries. Blueberries are really high, so don't really do blueberries. It's only strawberries and raspberries. That's all we do, and very small amount. That's what keto is all about. Now, I know that fruits were of God, but they are very high in sugar, and we only go 20 carbs a day. So how could we eat an apple? They're 30 grams. That natural sugar is just as bad for you. I mean, it's still a lot of sugar. Now, somebody doing a low carb diet can have the fruit. You're going to have it, whatever, but you're not going to be in fat burning mode like you are what we, get. So that's the benefits. You have to think, do you want to lose weight super, super fast and really get the greatest benefits of ever on keto? The benefits of diseases, curing diseases. No, you can't get cancer when you're doing it and all that. You got to give that up. So yeah, yogurt, fruits, milk, you give up a lot. Every bread, I said every brain and every sugar, or brain, every grain and every sugar. Well, yogurt has sugar in it. you know, and so does fruit. So you're going to stay away from that except for strawberries and raspberries. Now, that's just teaching you keto. That's the keto way. Yeah, see, and who's going to eat 6 ounces of yogurt for 6 carbs? Plus, we're not supposed to have it on keto. You're not supposed to because of the sugar. Okay, that's what I thought, a half a cup. Yep. So whoever asked that question, I think it was Sherry, or I can't remember who asked that question, but yes, cottage cheese is okay. It is, for a half a cup, it's 3 carbs. Yeah, and I'm just teaching keto here, Kimberly. That's all. I mean, you got to give all that stuff up. Now you're going to say, well, why? I mean, God gave us the fruit. Yes, he did. But keto, we don't do it, but the strawberries and the raspberries. And, you know, limit them because, you know, even raspberries, a small little cup of them is a carb or 2, and a strawberry, 1 big strawberry is 1 carb. So we just don't, I mean, can you imagine if people never knew that one apple is 30 carbs? So that's why, I mean, and bananas are so bad too. Like, I mean, yes, bananas are good for you, but not for keto. You know, that's what I'm saying. So it's just, that's what I'm teaching on here is keto. That's what we have to give up, is all those things. So you might think, well, God gave us those, but we are eating all the greens that God gave us. We can eat all the greens. You know, I mean, they'll tell somebody that's a diabetic, a doctor will tell you to stay away from fruit totally, because guess what? When you're a diabetic, your body does not know the difference now between a candy bar or an apple, and a doctor will teach you that. Because of the sugar in it, your body doesn't know the difference. So there are people that are diabetic. I'm not diabetic, but there are people diabetic that can't even have fruit anymore. They're told not to eat fruit because the sugar, their body doesn't understand it. Yeah. Oh, Ruby, you used to not feel good from apples? It's funny. I've been 2.5 years, haven't had apples or bananas, or I don't know. It's not like it's bad to eat those, but I do keto, so I don't eat them. But yeah, I know that fruit was given to us from the good Lord. You know, it's just, we just don't do them on keto, and that's what I teach on here. Yeah, isn't it good? I like doing that with the strawberry in it. Yep. I'll even do, like, if I don't have a shake, I'll do my Jello treat, and I'll have the Jello. I'll cut up a strawberry on it, nice big fat strawberry, or 2 medium ones, cut it up, and then I put a few nuts on it, either walnuts, pecans, or almonds, and then whipped cream, just the 2 tablespoons of whipped cream, and mix it all together, and that is a yummy treat. Really, really good with the sugar-free Jello. And then that total thing there would be 1 carb for the whipped cream, 1 for the 1 serving of nuts, or 2. So there's 3 there, and then the strawberry makes it 4. So it's like 4 carbs. So it's a nice little treat for 4 carbs. And I usually do like 2 cups of Jello. I do a lot of Jello so I get full. Yeah, you know, they used fruit as their treat. That was their treat. Remember Adam and Eve? God tested Eve with an apple. That was their candy bar. Their nature's candy bar was an apple, an orange. You know, that's what they did. Nowadays we have candy bars and cookies and M&Ms and all of that. That's our treat. But back then it was given as a treat. That's all you could have it for, was a treat. So they're even telling you, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. They're even teaching you that even fruit, you have to eat it in moderation if you're not doing keto. You're doing keto, you have to eat just strawberries and raspberries. But yeah, and they tell you no matter what, I mean, everything is supposed to be in moderation. Right, exactly, Cynthia. Hi. How you doing, sweetheart? Haven't seen you for a while. Ajwe, I think you say it. How you doing? Um, yeah, you can to help with it. I don't know a lot about that. So what I do is we do the Powerade Zero. We do pickle juice, like a few swigs of pickle juice, or we do the bouillon cube sherry, or we do, if we're really having leg cramps that day, Dr. Berg teaches you do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and about half a cup of water, and just swig it down really quick just for the day, and that will help you. Hi, sweetheart. Do it yourself. Ajwe, hi. Let's DIY everything with Ajwe, I think is how you say it. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm doing good. But the water that you're talking about, I don't know too much about that one. I can look into it for you, though. I can ask my brother. He would know that question. I didn't know too much about it. I haven't had a problem because I've always just replenished with, the things I'm supposed to replenish with that I've been told. And the best one would be the salt. I mean, if you're really leg cramping, do that. But I usually do a bouillon cube. I drink that on days that that I'm really, having trouble with potassium. But I just had my levels checked, and it's so cool. Every time I have my levels checked, I tell them to check the magnesium and potassium. My potassium is better than it's ever been on any of the tests, but I've always been good, never been under, and my magnesium is perfect too. So I must do good, and I'd never do that water that you're talking about. I just keep mine up with just the Powerade Zeros, and if I'm feeling crampy one day, I do a bouillon cube. If I don't have a bouillon cube, then I drink a little bit of pickle juice. And I hardly have had to do that. So I just don't drink a lot of liquid because that's the problem. The more water you drink, the more you're going to go to the bathroom, thus meaning you're going to get rid of your electrolytes. So I just drink to taste. That's all I do. Right now I'm just drinking Diet Coke with that cherry Mio, the Kool-Aid Mio stuff, the water enhancer. But yeah, I've never really had a problem. A few times I've had the leg cramps, but that's days that I've drank a lot of water. I've been really thirsty, and I knew those days I was going to go to the bathroom a lot. So, but definitely drink if you want it. If you're thirsty, drink your water. Drink what you need or whatever because your body's telling you you need it. So it's drink to taste on keto. Because the more water you drink, the more you're going to go to the bathroom, the more your electrolytes are going to drop because this is a diuretic diet. So who else in here stayed keto on Mother's Day? I know it's a holiday, but it was my third Mother's Day not cheating. My third. The only cheats that I've had since I started 2.5 years ago is 5 cheats. I had 2 Thanksgiving dinners. My very first cheat was the first Thanksgiving. I started a diet about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I didn't cheat on that one. I waited till the following year, and I cheated on Thanksgiving because my mom really wanted me to eat her dinner. And then the following year I did on a Christmas, and then I did, I think one of my husband and I's anniversary, and then I did it on Valentine's. This year alone, I've only had one on Valentine's Day, and it's only a dinner and a treat. That's all I do, and I only do it to please everybody else. So I would never cheat. People say, like Dr. Berg says, on keto, here's what he says. People that ask about cheating, ask them this. Would you cheat on your spouse? So why would you cheat on keto? Why would you knock yourself out of keto to get tired and weak and fatigued and take weeks to get back into keto for one meal? So it's really how you feel. So the more you do it, the harder it's going to be for you. Awesome job, ketones. Way to go, girl, right here. Awesome job, Jennifer. Yeah, that's way too much salt, honey. 8 to 10,000 is way too much. You only need 35 to 4,000 milligrams. So yeah, don't drink that then. You will not need that. That's way too much salt. Yeah, we need our salt on keto, but not 8 to 10,000 milligrams. We need 3,500 to 4,000. That's all you need. And if you need a little more one day, you're going to drink a little bit more. But no, just try to keep every day, keep your level at 4,000 milligrams. If you keep it there, you're going to be fine. And if you have a day that you feel a little bit more weak, just drink one of those bouillon cubes. Yeah, don't do that. That's way too much salt. Awesome job, Sherry, right here. You're welcome, ketones. That's awesome. This is my third Mother's Day that I didn't cheat. And I made a really cool meal for you guys. I just did a simple one. I just had a barbecue with my husband. But I did a side for you guys, and I have a video on that, and I'll show you. It's a really cool side. Maybe some of you made it. Maybe some of you haven't. So when you see that video, I talk about it being Mother's Day. And you guys will see I'm dressed up in my Mother's Day outfit. Tomorrow I will load my Mother's Day outfit for you guys to see what I wore. I'm always late on all my videos. So that way I have them loaded and ready to go. My videos are always weeks in advance. So tomorrow you'll see the outfit I wore for Mother's Day, and then the next day, I'm going to load what I ate for Mother's Day, what I did, and it'll be, the side is really what I'm doing for keto. The other was just barbecue. We just did barbecue chicken, and I got that sugar-free barbecue sauce, and we barbecued that. And I could have done more. I could have done some pork rinds with it on the side. I could have done some deviled eggs. Like if you were at a party for Mother's Day, I could have done some deviled eggs, could have done some meat and cheese next to it. But, You know, I wasn't super hungry, but I'll show you when you see the video on Saturday what I did for Mother's Day. But I could have added a lot more. Just so you guys know, I could have had a lot more there. If you go to a party and they have deviled eggs and bring your own pork rinds and they have meat and cheese trays and veggie trays, you could have had all of that on your tray. So I keep bumping it. Sorry, guys. I am so happy to hear that my keto people are staying keto, even on holidays. Just remember, the holiday isn't about food. It's about the holiday. Mother's Day was about being a mother and, excuse me, you know, the joys of what it's like to be a mother and all that. That's what it's about. It's not about food. Just like Thanksgiving. The world has made Thanksgiving all about food, and it isn't about food. It's about giving thanks for the things that we have. And I can't believe we only pick one day a year to do that. We should be thankful every day, right? But yeah, my first cheat was on Thanksgiving, and I only did it because literally my mom was really sad. She cooks every year. She makes a great dinner, and she was really sad that all of us kids were keto, and she was like, I want to cook. So for her, I did it for her. I did cheat on that day for her. I didn't eat very much. I couldn't eat very much because after 13 months of doing keto, I was getting nauseous. But I did eat for her because she does make a fabulous meal. So I did do that for her. But yeah, I have no intent, no desire to want to cheat. I had a little bit, of course, the turkey, a little bit of mashed potatoes, just a tiny bit. My mom makes the ultimate stuffing. I did have a little bit of her stuffing. I think I had a little bit of crackers and cheese together because you can eat the cheese, but I had a little bit of crackers with it, like 2 or 3 crackers. And I can't remember, but I have a video on it. If you go into my playlist and look up, I think I have it under miscellaneous, you'll see my Thanksgiving dinner. You'll see the plate that I ate, and everything that was on that plate, I couldn't even finish half of that. And you'll see later you'll hear my brother complaining, my keto brother, saying, if you're going to cheat, why aren't you eating more? I just couldn't. But it was very little, just very little things, because I had to eat really slow, and because you'll get nauseous after that. After over a year of eating keto, you get nauseous. So I couldn't eat very much. I didn't gain actual weight. I just went out of keto. I put on like 3 pounds. It's just 3 pounds of water. My brother teaches me, unless a person goes over 10,000 calories in one sitting, 10,000 or more, then that's when you're going to gain an actual pound. But because I didn't and I don't gain actual weight. I just go out of keto, and keto is a diuretic diet. So you don't retain any fluid on keto. So I just retained my fluid. So I had like 3 pounds on me, and it took about 5 days to get it back off. So, but I just went right back to keto, and I got it off in about 5 days. But it wasn't actual weight. It was just water. It was just my water that I had gained back. But if I would have ate a ton, like over 10,000 calories, then yeah, I probably would have gained at least a pound. But no way can you eat 10,000 calories when you're doing keto for over a year. Yeah, that's way too much sodium. Yeah, I would get really sick too. I just actually had my sodium level checked too. My sodium level's great through my blood work. I know, Jennifer, I got the same thing too. People are like, well, why can't you just, what is one day going to do for you? Just have it. I don't understand why you can't have it. You're going to get that, but eventually people, when they see you losing and all that, they'll eventually back off. Just say you're not hungry, you don't want it, because it's not worth it. Because even a couple bites of that pizza is going to knock you out of keto. And then it's going to take you a week or two to get back in. It's not worth it. So people are going to do everything. I mean, even my husband throughout my journey said, oh, come on, you could take one bite. And I wouldn't. So don't worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing and just say no, no thanks, no thanks. That's all you can do, because you're going to have people that are going to think we're crazy because we won't take a bite of food or we won't eat a certain thing on a date. Well, they don't understand keto. Keto sucks when you go out of keto because you get tired, weak, fatigued. You gain your water back. You feel just horrible for days and days until you're back into keto. Like it's icky. It doesn't feel good. And after so long, we don't want that stuff in our body. We just don't want it. And they won't understand unless they're doing keto too. That's right. They're not supportive, and they are jealous. They're very jealous. There's many, many people in the world that are jealous when they see people losing. I mean, I had people telling me that I was too skinny. I get people still to this day that will tell me, you're too skinny. You need to stop losing weight. They told me this at like 160 pounds. You need to stop. And I said, I'm not too skinny. I'm 5'2". At that time, I think my BMI was 27. And I'm like, no, I am not too skinny. Right now, my BMI is a 23. I'm still not at a 22 or lower. Anything below a 22 or lower, that's when you're getting a little bit too skinny. I'm right there in the middle. I'm perfect. But people want to say it. And it's always people that are overweight. And it's so funny. You'll get that. You'll get that a lot. You know, and I had friends that I thought were my friends would tell me, you're too skinny and this and that. You got to stop what you're doing. It's like, I'm too skinny. I'm 5'2" and I weigh 135 pounds. That is not too skinny. I could even be as skinny as 110 at my height. My aunt was like 110 at 5'8", and she looked fantastic. Julia Roberts weighs 109 and she's 5'9". And does anybody look at her and say that she's too skinny? Julia Roberts, I mean, come on, she weighs 109 pounds. She looks fantastic. I'm 5'2" and I weigh 135 and people are going to tell me I'm too skinny? No, I don't drink alcohol. I haven't for 20 years because I have a heart condition. I can't because of the medications I take for my heart, but I have no desire to drink. So if you do drink on keto, it stalls. That's what it does. And the only thing you can really drink is like vodka or like Bacardi or whatever, like just, you know, a mixed drink like that with a diet, like a diet drink mixed in it or whatever, but it's going to stall you. Alcohol will stall you in weight. So a lot of people don't even drink alcohol anymore on keto. And I just haven't for 20 years since I had my kid because I developed a heart condition and I take a lot of meds, so I can't drink with it. I used to drink when I was younger, but I used, you know, not very much. I was not like, you know, a person that drank a lot. And I developed my heart condition at 22, so I didn't have that many years of drinking, like a year of drinking. No red wine, nope. Sugar. Think about it, it's grapes. We can't have grapes. Grapes are very high in sugar, very high. Yes, it's a natural sugar, but it's still a sugar we can't have. And again, that's keto. If you don't want to do keto, then it would be, you know, you would do like whatever other diet you do, then you could have your alcohol and stuff like that. But keto is just so amazing in so many ways because there's so many beneficials to it that giving up things that we have to give up are worth it because of all the wonderful benefits, the energy level, the brain fog that you will get better, you know, memory, you know, just feeling well, I already said the energy, but eliminating facts that you could have gotten cancer or any cancer that's in your body would be in dormant, not getting sick very often, 2.5 years. And I've basically had just like a little sniffles. I barely ever get sick. It can cure diseases. It's good for your skin. It's, you know, it's good for so many things. So there are much more benefits than things we have to give up. And it's something that I will do for life. I love it. I will never change. I love the way I eat. Hello, Melissa from Switzerland. I'm here in Minnesota. Good to see you, sweetheart. And you'll get amazing blood work. Like I said, I've had 3 blood works done, 3 or 4 since I started keto 2.5 years ago. And every time my blood work is amazing. But before keto, it was really, really bad. Okay, love you too, Jennifer. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, sounds good. And then I'll load tomorrow my outfit that I wore for Mother's Day. And then on Saturday, you'll get another keto meal, which was what I ate for Mother's Day. And I made a keto side for you guys, just so you guys can try that out. And then Sunday, you'll see what my son got me for Mother's Day, the little outing I did with him. See you later. I love you, Jennifer. Bye-bye. Yeah, go back to measuring and weighing, honey. It's so important. Nope, can't eat oatmeal either, honey. That's a grain. No grains. You're not going to eat oatmeal. No bread, no pasta, no rice, no beans. You won't eat any beans but green beans. You're going to give up yogurt, milk, you know, just there's all the fruits. You're going to give up a lot. All we basically eat on keto is fresh meats, fresh greens like veggies, and like cheese and like avocado, nuts, stuff like that. So Yeah, if it's a grain, it's not keto approved. No grains, no sugar. Absolutely no grains, no sugar. It's pretty simple. Just remember, you can have fresh meats, fresh veggies. The fruits are just strawberries and, or yeah, strawberries and raspberries. And make sure you limit them though. And then like cheese, we can have some processed meats, stuff like that. So that's basically all you're gonna eat is stuff like that. But believe me, look, if you watch my videos, honey, on YouTube, you will see all these amazing 6-carb meals I'm making because we try to keep it at 6 carbs in each sitting so that your body can burn that. Yeah, my brother was saying you can have the chai seed. Yep, you can have that because he said when you take off the carb, it's like 12 carbs, but once you take off the fiber, it's only like 2 carbs. So yeah, you can have that. I've never had it, so I didn't have an interest for it or whatever, but I heard it's really good for you. Yeah, I've never tried it either, Keto Ruby. Ruby, how long have you been doing keto? I forgot what you had said, and I like that your name is Keto Ruby. That's cool. My channel was originally just to do nails and pedicures and outfits of the day. That's why it was called Angel's Heavenly Nails. A year, that's awesome. Way to go. But I one day talked about my keto journey one day because somebody had asked me, I mentioned something in a video when I was doing nails about me losing weight and doing keto. Somebody had asked me something, so I did a video and it just went viral. Like I had so many people asking me questions after that video, so then I added that into my videos. Okay, that might be something I might look into is the chai seed. Yeah, because I heard that you do need things to keep you regular. That's why they say to make sure you eat at least 6 to 10 servings of veggies a day, your greens, to keep you regular. And the coconut oil is really good to keep you regular. You get the unrefined, cold pressed virgin coconut oil, and you can put that like in your coffee or cook your meals with it or whatever. That's really good to help regulate you too. But I might get it. I might try the chai seed. Yeah, and and you would have lost more, honey. Some people don't lose as fast, and I hear a lot of that on that keto site that I was on. That's why I just got out of there because people, just there was a lot of cheats, like you said, the lazy keto. They weren't calculating and stuff like that. If you really want to really see weight come off, I mean, you're still doing good. You're losing it slow. That's great, but if you want to lose it faster, track everything that goes into your mouth and just, don't do cheats and just tell yourself because now look at you're a year in. Had you done it the way I did, you'd almost be at your goal or you'd be at your goal. Whatever your goal is. I don't even know how much more you want to lose. You'd already have been at your goal. So it's really how fast do you want to get to your goal weight? And then once you get there, then you can up the calories. You can do the lazy keto like I do. I do lazy keto. I only keep track of my carb. That's it. That's the only thing I keep track of. Everything else, I eat 15 to 1,800 calories a day. So, and I eat when I want to eat now. I eat 2 meals a day, but if I'm hungry at nighttime, I'm going to eat something. And I maintain that weight. So just do it as fast as you can to get it off, honey. It's really up to you. How many carbs does it have, ketone? When you make that, you said it doesn't push you out of keto. How many carbs does it have total? Let's do the net carb on it, if you know what that means. Yeah, 34 pounds, Ruby, is fantastic. It really is. You should be very proud. Yeah, that's good, Melissa. Use your own body fat because that's what the high fat, low carb means in the beginning when you start. That's what it means because keto was designed 3 ways: to lose weight, to maintain weight, or to gain weight. People losing weight are going to use their body fat as their high fat. People maintaining are going to eat a little bit more fat now because you're maintaining, and people that need to gain weight are going to eat higher fat. So yeah, that's why people will lose weight faster using their own body fat. Okay, how much do you have left to go, Keto Ruby? How much more weight do you have to go? Oh, that's wonderful. 6 net. That might be something I might look into. Thank you, Ketone. See, all of us are helping each other. Might be something I'll look into because it sounds really delicious. 6 carbs, and net carb like that's perfect. That will keep you in ketosis. Thank you for the advice on that and sharing that with us on here. Everybody, look at what Ketones had put up there. How he or she? Are you a he or she? how they make a keto oatmeal. It's hemp hearts, chia seed, and flax meal. And she said it's delicious, or he said it's delicious. I'm not sure. Are you a man or a woman? Hi, Shelly Ann. Yes, they are 6 carbs per meal, and it's not just because of beginners. It's for anybody. Anybody doing keto, that's what you want to eat. Even I eat only 6 carbs all the time, Shelly. A she. Okay. Didn't know. Could have been because ketones can be a man or a woman. I like your name, though, by the way. Yeah, you got to measure everything, Ruby. That's just the problem. And how much, Ruby, how much more do you want to lose? I don't even know what you're at, sweetheart. How much more weight do you want to lose to get to your goal weight at, like you said, at 130? What do you have left to lose? I got about 6 or 7 minutes left, and then I'm going to head out for the night. That's wonderful, Melissa. Yes, I did my Fitness Pal too, and I tracked for 365 days until it redid itself, and then I kept tracking again too. I tracked every bite that went in my mouth, every single bite, and that's why I lost 150 pounds in about 14 to 15 months. I went from 283, and I currently today weigh 135. Yeah, see, Ruby, what Melissa is saying, those hidden carbs are just crazy. I mean, sometimes you'll see cheese and you'll get a box of cheese and it'll say 0 carb. It is not. It is a 0.5. They can put 0 when, you know, on some of the things they can when it's only a 0.5. They can write 0 legally. But is hidden carbs everywhere. So you have to track everything because it is so easy to push yourself out of keto. And if you push yourself out of keto, you're not going to lose. You're not in fat burning mode. So listen to what she says and make sure you track everything. That's why we track every bite that goes in our mouth. Okay, so you don't have that much left to go. Sweetie, you could get there by the end of summer, maybe even before if you would watch everything you're putting in your mouth. Keep your the numbers that I taught you to keep it there. Keep your protein up in lower lean meats. Keep that fat really low. And girl, even if you want to go even faster, get out and walk. Just do some aerobic stuff, you know, some you don't got to do any weightlifting or anything, but just do some cardio. Get out and get some walking in. And girl, by the end, what are we in? May, June, July, August. By August, you can have that off. I promise you that. If you work hard, you can have it off by then. It's a little bit harder when you're getting down in weight, but you can still do it in 3 or 4 months. Definitely, you can have it off before Thanksgiving and Christmas. You could have your weight off that you want. Yeah, about 50 grams per day if you have a lot of body fat on your body right now. So I was wondering if fat are low or I need to track your recipe for my fat. Oh, the meals that I make, basically everybody can have them. Some of them are a little higher, but I explain in my videos how to make it lower. Like if I make a meal with hamburger, I'll tell you to use ground turkey, you know, something like that. But the meals that I make, I will explain. If you just listen to each video, watch them, I will say this one might be a little bit higher, so I'll teach you how to lower that one. Or I'll tell you this one's okay, but don't eat it often. Like you guys can still eat all the meals that I'm making, just the ones that I tell you are a little higher in fat. Just eat those maybe once or twice a month, okay? But there are many on there that are perfect for you guys to eat, and you'll know because I tell you the higher fat ones. And I will tell you how to actually make that same meal and how to lower it, where you can have that exact meal and you can eat it every day then. So just listen to how I explain it. Oh, that's wonderful, Melissa, that you were 230 and you're down to already 185. Congratulations, everybody. Clap for Melissa. High five, girl. Way to go. Awesome. You'll get there. Don't worry. Just keep going. Now, if you get to a part where you are kind of stalling, you feel like you're not losing as fast, you know, then you want to drop 100 calories. That's it. And that is super easy. That's a pat of butter. Can be 100 calories. Just drop 100 calories and you'll keep losing. Good. I'm glad it was, honey. Yeah, being lazy on the keto is just going to keep you in maintenance mode. That's all it's going to do. You're not going to gain, but you're going to be in maintenance mode. And I guarantee you probably weren't in keto at all because those hidden carbs probably knocked you out of ketosis. You're very welcome, Shelly. Awesome, Melissa. Yep, and make sure you're eating your greens. I know, isn't that wonderful? I'm so proud of Melissa. I'm so proud of all of you guys. When I hear this, it touches me so much. You guys don't understand what it means to me to be helping you guys. You know, I never knew in life what my true ultimate, what God had planned for me, what my plan was. And I really feel that this is what God had planned for me, because no matter how old you are, God still has a plan for you. And I really feel this is what God had planned for me to help all of you guys get healthy, because I got healthy. I feel amazing. I'm loving life. And you guys don't understand how much joy I get out of helping all of you. Even when I see somebody losing 2 pounds, I am thrilled for you. I mean, I read your guys' message and I get teary-eyed. I do. It touches me a lot. I love you guys very much. And I love helping you because I know what it feels like to be overweight. I was there for so many years. I love you guys and I love helping you. And I really feel this is my calling from God. This channel was about nails and it turned into both nails and keto. And I'm always here. If you guys need anything, I link my email down in my box. I'm always here to help you guys because I love you and I want you guys to get healthy with me too. Sorry guys, I don't want to get emotional, but it just means a lot. Just like my good friend Monica is just pounds away from her first big goal, which is Wonderland, which they call the 100s because nobody's going to go below the 100s. I'm getting a lump in my throat. I told her she better call me that day because I've helped her every step and just tell me when she hits that mark, and she's going to weigh in tomorrow. Could be tomorrow. And I love you guys and I love helping you. And it's meant the world to me. There is nothing that could top this. I mean, my husband could buy me a 50-carat diamond and tell me I can't do this anymore, and I'd rather do this with you guys. This is what I want. Yes, lots of hidden carbs. You're so welcome, ketones. Shelly, you are so welcome. Yeah, I love God very much. I have been a Christian for most of my life. Um, I've made mistakes in my life, but I gave my life over to God again, and I was baptized a few years ago, and I gave my life back over to God again and really devoted my life. Now, I make mistakes, like a lady was saying in my last video that if I'm a Christian, why would I watch the movie 50 Shades of Grey? Would I bring it to church? She was right. And, I have to think of that too. It's not like I sit and watch that movie every day, but I did enjoy it with my husband. We watched all 3 of them together as they came out in the theater. But as a Christian, yeah, I shouldn't be watching that. I do love God, but I still am human. And, we're going to make mistakes. But, I still know that right from wrong. So, and I want to do what God wants me to do. I want to do what God has calling for me. And I asked God about a year ago, God, what do you have for me? What is my calling? And all of a sudden my channel started to grow so big and I was helping so many people, and it means, it means so much to me. You guys don't understand how much it means to me. It means the world because I know what it feels like. I was there. I sat in the house. I never went anywhere because I developed agoraphobic because I didn't want to go out. I didn't want people looking at me. I didn't want to buy clothes because I didn't feel pretty. I could only shop at one store. I still have a hard time with that. I go in a store and I keep thinking that I'm bigger. Like, it takes a while for your mind to catch up with your loss too. Understand that. I still go in a store and I go to grab an extra large or a double X. I'm only a small to a medium. I forget. I see somebody look at me and I get nervous because I think they're looking at me because I'm fat. I know what it feels like. I love helping all of you, and I'm always here if you need me. Yes, I have a husband and I have a family and I get busy, but if you send me a message, I can guarantee you within 24 hours, I will answer that back to you because it means more to me to help you guys. I love it. I love knowing I'm helping many people live longer lives. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys can all relate. That's all I want. I'm who I am. This is me. I'm not fake. This is the real person I am. This is who I am every single day of my life. I have always been like this. My mom told me when she named me Angel, that is my name. Well, Angela, but she thought Angel was a nickname. So she threw an A at the end, but always called me Angel. And she said that you truly are an angel, and I get that a lot from people. I ain't trying to be an angel. It's just who I am. I've always wanted to help. I have a big heart. And after my son, I literally developed an enlarged heart. And I told myself it's because God said that your heart had to be bigger. You know, I want to help as many people as I can. That's important to me because I don't care about me. I always put me on the back burner. I always have. Knowing I can help all of you means so much to me. There isn't nothing that anybody could say to me or ask me that I'm not going to, you know, if I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer for you. I want to help you. And I just hope one day that I'll walk down the street and somebody will say, oh my gosh, are you Angel from Angel's Heavenly Nails? I want to be known as a person that helped so many people. I want to know when I leave this world, I left it knowing that there's people out there that, you know, I left my mark here on earth. That's what I want. I want to know I left my mark here on earth and that I did something to help, to benefit. That's always been me, always wanting to help. Since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to help. So that being said, it is after 6. I love you guys very much. I will see all of you back next Thursday at, I'm going to come back in at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I kind of go back and forth. So I will see all of you guys next week. If you have any questions, get them written down for me. And I love you guys dearly. I really, really do. And I can't wait to come back and chat with you all again in a week and hear how much weight you guys have lost. You have a good weekend too, Ruby. You too, Melissa. Thank you, Shelly. I will do whatever God wants of me. And I feel this is my true calling. I even told my pastor that. So bye, Melissa. All of you have a great weekend. All of you have a great weekend, and I love you guys dearly. I was just checking one more message here. Yep, I can't wait to hear all of you guys. Just work hard. Track all your macros. Keep that protein low. I mean, the protein high, half your body weight, but in low lean meats, keep the fat low, and we'll see you back in a week, and I can't wait to hear what everybody lost. I love you all dearly. God bless and take care. Bye, everyone.